All right, welcome. My name is Robin and I'll be guiding this practice. This is my daughter and her friends, and we are doing pandemic social distancing yoga. So let's find our way to child's pose. This is an hour of all levels yoga. So come onto your shins, take knees to the outside edges of the mat, toes touch behind, and then rest your hips back to your heels. Perfect. Yep, rest your forearms down to the floor. Start to breathe in and out of the nose. Shoulders relax. Breath above everything. So you cannot do yoga wrong. It is for everybody. And really just have fun, breathe and move. If you need a break at any point, come back to this pose. If you're newer, look to your neighbor, see what's going on, and then just do your own thing. Come up onto all fours like a table. Fingers spread wide under shoulders, knees under hips, and then move between cat and cow. So on the in-breath, gaze up, sits bones up, belly drops. Your out-breath, chin down, tailbone down, spine up like a Halloween cat, yes. Moving each vertebrae of your spine independently of the next. And really these first bunch of poses are just about surveying the scene, noticing which body showed up with you today. Your inhale gets you in, your exhale gets you out, and you might go a different pace than your neighbor or a different pace than my cue, and that's perfect. Everybody's breath is a little different. Nice, and then release to a neutral spine. Take that right hand forward as if you were shaking hands, and then take that left leg back. So now you're coming into some balance, some core. If you teeter out, just come back. We try for a solid C at yoga, so you don't have to be perfect. Nobody is. Now exhale, bring elbow to knee under your body. Yep, and then inhale, go long right where you were. Exhale, elbow toward knee. And then inhale. One more, exhale. Inhale. Set your hand down. And now set your left foot to the back right corner of the mat. So we get way over, perfect. And then look over your right shoulder. So you're kind of getting a whole nice side body stretch. Yep, so from your fingers through your back toe. Breathing, breath above everything, breath's key. Now set that foot to the back of the mat in the middle. Curl your toe under and press through your heel. Little stretch of that calf. And now roll it over to side planks. So that left arm comes up to the sky and spin that left instep down to the floor. Perfect. So your knee down is great. Still press into the floor, lift up nice and high. Feel a stretch in that top side body. Yep, you could lift top leg if you want. You could reach top arm forward. And no is a complete sentence. So if you go something that you don't love, just go back. You don't have to do it. Everybody's going to look a little different when they practice. Set everything down, hands and knees. Couple more cat-cows just to reset, recalibrate, and tell yourself you got this on the other side. And then back to that neutral spine. Left hand, right leg, or whatever you just didn't do. You really can't do this wrong, so do anything. Elbow to knee under the body, exhale, and then inhale long, exhale, elbow to knee, inhale length, exhale, inhale, set hands down, and then bring that right foot to the back left corner of your mat, and then look over your left shoulder, so it's just that big half moon stretch. And you can curl your toes under, yeah, perfect, and just press in. And now those right toes curl to the center of the mat, press through that heel, little calf stretch. Mind-body practices like this are great at getting us out of our head, getting us into our physical bodies, to what's real. Especially when we're freaking out, like separating fact from fiction. And then spinning it over to side plank. So now right arm comes up, that right instep comes down. Yeah, and then see what this side brings. You can stay just like this, it's perfect. You could lift top leg, reach top arm forward. Normal to shake, normal to fall out of poses. When you do that, you want to be more like a 5-year-old and just laugh, not be sad about progress. And then hands down, knees down, a couple more cat-cows. And release. Let's thread the needle, take that right arm up to the sky on the in-breath, and then send it on through between left hand and knee on the out-breath. So set all the way down to your shoulder. Your left hand can stay supporting your neck. Your left arm could reach long to the front, palm down. Or you could do a half of a bind with that left hand over by your outer right hip. So try on all of them, kind of Goldilocks, and then stay where you like it the best. Yeah, if you go someplace you don't like, go back. Every day it will look different. Practicing this in your house is probably not what you're used to, but it's good. Left hand coming back down, right arm going up, twisting it out. And release. Other side, left arm in breath, sweep up. Out breath, send it on through. Noticing. What does your body need today? What is that right arm doing? Does it need to match? Shoulders, jaw, breath. If you forget to breathe, because we do, start again. If you're ever working so hard that you're holding your breath, change the pose. Right hand comes back down. Left arm goes back up, twisting it out. And release. Downward facing dog. Fingers stay wide. Middle or pointer finger forward, and then hop your hips up. Start with a bend your knees, and then press your weight back more so you look like a diagonal line or an upside down V. Hands to hips, hips to heels. You could pedal knees alternately, a little shakety shake out back. Maybe giving your head a gentle shake, right, left. Finding the top of your in-breath, the bottom of your out-breath. Another big breath in. Exhale fully, look to the hands, walk or jump forward, and then come into ragdoll. So ragdoll, space between your feet similar to down dog. So a couple fist widths is a good starter distance. You might like more or less. Bend your knees a lot. Hands can drape to the earth. You can grab opposite arm in front. You can hug behind knees. So that's where you make it your own. Full weight of your head hangs, little shake. Maybe upper body, a little sway right to left. Just playful, free, easy intention. So often we show up and we try to be good, right, perfect. Release hands down. Walk your feet together. Fingers to the floor or the shins. Come halfway lift. Flat back, in breath. Yeah, good. Exhale, fold deeply, forehead to shins. Halfway lift, spine length on the in breath, flat back. Exhale, fold back down. Halfway lift, spine length. Fold deeply. Back strong, leg strong, sweep up, 2 standing, plug in, reach. Shoulders away from your ears. So yeah, reach to the sky, shoulders down. Hands to the heart center. Take a breath in and out. Breath in the nose and out. Breath in and out. Some sun salutation A's. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, bow forward, right where you just were, floor or shins. Halfway lift, heart away from thighs. Hands to the ground, step back to plank, top of your push-up. So you're strong here in plank. You can always set to knees. Come forward a bit to tippy toes and look like you're looking over a cliff, and then lower down all the way to your belly. Elbows tight into the sides. Yeah, so rest down. Hands are back under elbows, tops of the feet flat. 3 little cobras. So inhale, lift your heart a bit, just a little back bend. And then exhale, back down. Inhale, lift in length. Exhale. Lift in length on the in-breath. Exhale. So Cobra is always a great option. It's a smaller back bend. Up dog is a straight arm. So pick Cobra or up dog, bent arm, straight arm, or skip the back bend, plank to downward facing dog. So pick a back bend and then curl toes under, come back to downward facing dog. Every time you do it, you might do it different. So there's not a right way. Take a big breath in and a breath out. Look to the hands, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, spine length, heart forward. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, sweep up to standing. Move and breathe. It can be through the heart or sweep up wide. Fold forward, exhale, all the way down. Halfway lift, spine length. Chaturanga, that's the word for hands down, step back to plank, lower down, knees, bellies, or skip it, up dog or cobra, bent arm, straight arm. Once the arms are straight, curl toes, downward facing dog. And we get there when we get there, so don't ever feel like you need to keep up. You could skip all of that and just stay here around. Full breath in, and a breath out. Look to the hands, back to the front. It might be 2 big steps, 10 little steps, halfway lift, spine length. Fold down, last sun A, sweep up to standing, reach up. Fold forward, all the way down. Spine length on the in-breath. Chaturanga, exhale all the way down to the bottom, elbows in, upward facing, some kind of back bend, to downward facing dog. And down dog's our goal, our home base. We get here and we see what's going on. What do I need? Exhale, look to the hands, feet forward. We'll slow it down. Halfway lift, fold down, sweep up to standing, and now sit back to your chair. Traditionally, feet are together. You might like space between feet, ankles, hips, knees, whatever feels best. Arms can be long, biceps by your ears. You can have arms like a cactus at your heart, or like an airplane. So find a little easier in your shoulders. Breathing in the nose and out. One more big breath in, nice hold, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, heart away from thighs. Chaturanga, back and down, core and quads strong. Inhale, lift your heart, some kind of back bend unless you skip it. Downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky, in breath. Warrior 1 legs, out breath. So step right foot up to right hands. You might have to help it forward. Left foot on a diagonal, and then come on up, warrior 1. Yeah, perfect. So front knee is the one that bends, your back leg is strong, top of that thigh spins under a little, and then your upper body square to the front. Hands above, shoulders above hips, or a cactus, or at your heart, or drop them. Common sense rules. Shoulders away from the ears all day. Opening up, warrior two, right arm forward, left arm back. Yeah. Gazing front middle finger, if that works for your neck. These look good. Strong legs, easy upper body. Spin the front palm, lay it back, reverse your warrior. That left hand can scooch down your leg. It could reach around back if you want a shoulder bind. Looking up, left wall, left heel, wherever your neck feels a little better, do that one. And if you need a break, that first pose we started in, go. Take breaks, towel off, take a drink. Another big breath in. Hands to the ground, chaturanga up, down, or skip it all and meet us in down dog. Anytime, skip poses, it's good for your spirit. Left leg to the sky, in breath. Warrior one legs, out breath, step it up. Right foot on a diagonal and then come up. So those back toes are either pointing straight to the side or anywhere forward. So they could be quite a bit forward if you like that better. Upper body to the front and then find easier. I know none of you knew this was happening, so good job. 7:36. Opening up, warrior two. Are you tall? Shoulders above hips. Feel if you're leaning forward, leaning back. There's no mirrors. We're not looking outside of us. This practice is completely driven from feel. And at the very end, take the edge off, try easier. Spin that front palm or reverse your warrior, lay it back. Right hand to your leg, right arm reaching around. What do you like better? Choosing peace. And when we go off the rails and are freaking out, start again. Choose peace, find your breath. You got this. Another big breath in. Cartwheel the hands down. Chaturanga, up, down. Or truly skip it, meeting down. Nice. Yeah, we have nothing to prove when we show up. Right leg to the sky on an in-breath. Step right foot up to right hand on the out-breath. Crescent leg, so keep that left heel lifted. Keep left hand down, blocker floor, and take right arm up. So we're twisting over. And I can move blocks if you guys want. Back leg strong, or set back knee down. I don't know if you want blocks. Blocks are awesome. I always practice with 2 and I have certain poses I use 4. I know, what a greedy Gretchen, huh? Twisting open, breathing. Goal in the pose is to twist the spine and breathe. That's it. Don't make it about like figure skating where you get the points for what it looks like. It doesn't matter. Nice. Hands to the ground in front. Step into standing splits. Kick that left leg up to the sky. Baby, right? No is a complete sentence, so if you don't want, don't. Kick it higher. Nice, breathe, drop your head. Set left foot next to right foot. And now sit back to your chair. Keeping knees and hips kind of square, hands come to the heart. Inhale, lengthen, twist to the right. Yeah. You can stay tall. You can open tall. You can take elbow over. So do whatever works. And again, if you do one and you don't love it, try a different one. Hips may be lower than your heart. Full deep breaths. Come back up to chair on an in-breath. Fold forward, out breath. Ragdoll, where we were at the beginning of class, or yoga squat, where you could take the feet super wide and dip your hips down. Feet might not go flat, you could sit on a block. Sometimes it's bones that stop us, and then we're not really changing that. If it's muscles, tension over time, that certainly might change. All right, hands come down. Hips come up, walk your feet back together. And then come halfway lift. Chaturanga, easy, strong, lower. Up dog, in breath. Down dog on the out breath. Left leg to the sky. Step up, crescent leg. So left foot at the front of the mat and help it forward so it's right under your knee. Right hand down, blocker floor, left arm goes up, twisting. Twist the spine. Back knee up, back knee down. There's not a right answer. There's lots of right answers. Hands come to the ground. Here we go. You got this side. Left leg or right leg kicks up to the sky. Left foot's down. Standing splits. Other side is teacher code for I don't know, but you do. Yeah, that foot might shake, that leg might shake, you might be tired, you're good. Right foot next to left foot. Sit back to chair. Hands to the heart. Inhale, lengthen, twist left. Almost there. Back up to chair on the in breath. Fold forward, out breath. Ragdoll, yoga squat. Either one. Or child's pose. Or towel off, take a drink. Yeah, anytime. Thanks for getting it hot in here. I'm even hot. Sweating every day is good for you. All right, finding your way to down dog when you are ready. No rush, never rush. All right, right leg to the sky, in breath. Warrior one legs, out breath, step up, left foot on a diagonal. Inhale, both arms up, warrior one arms. Warrior two, open. Lay it back, breath in. And then come forward to side angle. Start tall. You can drop right hand down, ankle floor block. Yep, your left arm could go straight up. It could bind behind. There's no right way. You're twisting your spine, you're breathing. Shoulders away from your ears all day. Strong in your core, bring it back up to warrior two. Triangle, straighten your front leg, drop that hip a bit, lengthen forward and come down. So you're drawing a straight line hand to hand. Bottom hand could be shin, ankle, block. Left arm could be up to the sky. Both legs are straight-ish. back up to warrior two, strong in the core. Full breath in, hands to the ground, straight back to down dog. That is how you skip a chaturanga, you just don't do it. Left leg to the sky, in breath. Warrior one legs, out breath. Warrior one arms, reach up. Warrior two, open. Lay it back, breath in. And then come forward to that side angle. So it's a new side, start tall. Maybe drop hand down. More's not always better. Front knee bends, but you decide how much. Class is like a roller coaster, so there's parts where you don't know if you like it, if you can do it, and then all of a sudden you're fine again. And the first half is the hardest. So hang in there, breathe. Neck is long, spine is long. Bring it back up to warrior two. Straighten front leg for triangle. So drop that hip, lengthen forward, come down. Stay as tall as you need to be open to the side. Right hand reaches straight up. Palm faces the neighbor in front of you. Yeah, there you go. Always breath. Bend that front knee, come back up to warrior two. Down dog, hands down, straight back. Set down to your knees. Keep your toes curled under, now sit back to your heels, toes pose. It's kind of a killer, but a good one. If it feels like it's too much, bring your hips forward so they're not right directly above the toes. Let's eagle the arms for a diversion. So right arm comes under, you're hooking at the elbows. Hands might hook, they might not hook, and you might grab shoulders, perfect. Elbows up a little, shoulders down a little, so you're getting a great shoulder stretch. I don't know if anybody likes this pose. And then switch the arms, eagle up, left arm under. We're almost there. Hips can come forward, so you're like, yeah, so you're not on your heels. It's perfect. Release the hands. Sit back to the tops of your feet. Yep. So this too isn't always easy for people. Some people's feet don't go flat. So now we're sitting here stretching tops of the feet. You could stay tall. Hands could come to the floor. Shins might rock up, stretching the tops of your feet. You might rock back and nothing happens, and then just smile and stay where you're at. Our brains like us to think something's wrong with us, like all the time, and you're good. Coming back down. Back to down dog, pedaling it out, checking your toes out, they're good. And then look to the hands, walk or jump forward. Slowly bring it up to standing. So let's go eagle again. We just did eagle arm. So bending at the knees, sweep up, right side. So right elbow hooks under, hands hook, bend at the knees, and then right leg comes over. Toes could come floor, calf, or wrap behind your calf. You could do arms only, legs only, elbows up a little, shoulders down a little, breathing. Your yoga poker face. And release. Sweep it up. I like a clap at the top. Left arm under. Left leg over. So other side. It's good. We have a good and a great side, and who knows what's happening. Every day it's different. Some days we're wobbly. If you come out, come back. Our goal in this pose is to stand on one foot for a bit, maybe. Jaw easy. And release. Sweep it up. You know what you do. Yes. And release. Tree pose. Left foot down. Right foot up. Toes can be floor, calf, upper inner thigh. Arms can do anything. So really whatever you want with the arms. Stand really tall. Be big. Take up space. Anytime arms go up, shoulders come down. And we live in a world where we're constantly saying we're sorry, even when we shouldn't be sorry. We're sorry for having a cart at the grocery store. For a challenge, you can turn your gaze up. You can turn your gaze down. You can close your eyes, and you don't have to accept the challenge. Like maybe the challenge was just showing up. Hands back to your heart. And release. Other side, right foot down, left foot up. And then maybe different arms, maybe different legs. That play in your standing foot ankle is why we do it. It's so healthy. Flexibility, strength. Low ribs and core draw in. Where can you relax a little bit in your body? And release. That's good. Sweep up on the in-breath. Fold forward on the out-breath. Come halfway lift. Step back to plank and then lower down to your belly. Cheek to the floor if that works for your neck. Forehead down if not. And yeah, relax like you're lying on the beach. Pain is your body's way of telling you not now. So if you do have pain in a pose, don't do it. Some things might be uncomfortable and then you decide, should I stay, should I go? Other cheek takes a turn. It was hard for me to not sing the Clash right there, but I didn't really know the words. I didn't know if I stayed if it'd be treble or if I left it would be double or the order. All right, come up to forearms like a sphinx. So rest on your forearms, shoulders above elbows, neck is long, easy. So here we're in a back bend. We already did cobras and up dogs, which are back bends. These are more. If this is too much, drop down a little. If you want more, scooch your hands forward and then go a little straighter with the arms, kind of like a seal. Yeah. Extra credit for seal noises. Oh, come on. There you go.
I don't know what a seal said.
Yeah, things like that, I think. And then rest it down, rest down. And then come all the way down. Perfect. So you can stick with that back bend. You can do Superman, Superwoman, or both. So on your next inhale, come on up. Superman, arms forward, legs back. Superwoman, arms back, legs back. Bow pose, bend at the knee, catch the feet. Or act as if you're catching your feet, doesn't matter. Heart lifts, thighs lift, breathing. Spreading your toes a little bit, engages the quads, protects your low back. Nothing we do here should hurt us. Like that hurts so good, like sore after working out, but not like real pain, and then set it down. Breathe. So each breath we decide, am I going more? All right, press back to a knee stand. So you're going to come onto your knees, shoulders above hips above knees. You can curl toes under so heels are taller, and you can take your feet a little wider so you have half a chance of maybe catching your heels. Start with hands up the back, camel, and then lay back. So you probably already feel this back bend. Staying here is perfect. If you want more, left hand to heel, right hand to the sky. You could switch halfway. Both hands to heels, but I don't know anybody who doesn't feel it in the first one, so you're fine. Head can be back, head can be up, where you can breathe and swallow. And then coming on up, downward facing dog. Yeah, that's a fun one, right? Pedal it out. Down dog kind of is like a magic eraser from that pose. Walk or jump your feet on through and then come onto your back. So now we're lying down, getting better. Phew. So back bends, I'm thinking 2 more. It could be bridge, it could be wheel, it could be supported bridge. If you are done back bending, feet touch, knees open like a butterfly on your back, and we'll meet you there. So bend at the knees, set your feet on the floor right under the knees, strong legs lift you up. So that is bridge. A block under your hips might be good. Tailbones point straight ahead, keeping low back free. Try to go back. Yeah, there you go. Is that better? Legs are strong. Back bends are all leg strength. Your legs might shake. You're good. A lot of this practice is kind of mentally pushing through when you maybe don't want to. And then rest your hips down. Good. In the down, take a breath in and out. Breath in and out. So if you're done, hips down, feet touch, knees open, you could do another bridge, what we just did, or wheel is like a little kid gymnastic back bend, and maybe you don't know, and so then you try or you don't, doesn't matter. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, come down. Yeah, that's good. And if it doesn't work, just put a yet on the end. Like, it's not working yet. Never say you can't. And then chin to chest, slowly lower down. Easy, easy, good. Feet touch, knees open, relax. Palms up. Opposite wrist to the floor behind your head. Blocks under your knees if it's a big hip opener. Hand to heart, hand to abdomen. Observe the rise and fall of your chest and belly. So where do you like it? Do that one. Slowing the breath. And there's many times I've gotten to this part in class as a student and then I'm just done. So you can always go off course and do what you need to do. 3 more breath cycles, and in and out is 1. After those 3, bring knees together. Hands might help them get there. Take the feet wide, outside edges of the mat, knees still bent, and now drop 1 knee at a time to the center. Little opposite windshield wiper back and forth. Two happy baby, just a quick little knees back, grabbing behind thighs, flex feet, ankles, a lot of your back into the floor. If it feels like a slingshot or too much, just grab lower on your legs. And now hug your knees gently into your chest. Give a little rock right to left, kind of massaging your low back. Noticing what's going on. And then let's spread out on the mat. Arms reach back, legs reach forward, take up a lot of space. For abs, I'm thinking full body half leg lift. So on an exhale, round up, right hand to left leg up at the sky, inhale lower. So opposites, exhale, round up. You don't have to come all the way up that far. You can just go a little bit. You could go that far, that's a lot. Yeah, so exhale, round up, head and shoulders, inhale, open. You could do both legs, opening and closing, full body leg lifts. You could put hands in a diamond under your hips and do legs only. And we're to the abs part of class, so if you want to bicycle, if you like boat pose, if you want anything, just do whatever. Let's go 6 more halves maybe, yay, 6, go, 5. If your number's 2, then stop at 2. And like the Olympic gymnast sticking their landing, if you stick 2, then just like land it and don't care about it. All right, hug knees gently back into the chest, little rock right to left. And then we'll take a twist on our back. So arms either out to a T or like goalposts, knees to the right. A block between your knees is the most gentle. Spine length and space on the in-breath. And on the out-breath, get heavy. Yoga is so great at moving our spine in all the directions. And our spine houses our nervous system, and our nerves innervate every single organ. So it's so good to have things flowing nicely. And then back to center with the knees. Readjust the hips if they've traveled, and then try on knees going to the other side, to the left. Gaze can be any place that works on your neck. And sometimes we don't know until we try. Whatever's going on your mat is exactly as it should be. You are enough. Coming back to center. Readjusting the hips and then coming into your inversion. So the most gentle on your neck is legs up, heels right above hips. You could lift your hips here, slide a block under, flat widthwise, so that is nice. You could use a wall, legs up the wall. Shoulder stand, plow. Shoulder stand has heels above hips above shoulders-ish. Plow is where you hinge at the hips and feet come toward the floor. There's not a right one. So if you have any neck issues, keep the hips down and keep it with legs up. I always try to practice by a wall because I really like legs up the wall. I really like supine pitching with my foot on the wall. So how can you make this better for you, nicer for you? Because there is not a right way. There's your way today. If you're injured, if you're anything, sad, sick, suffering, your practice is going to look a little different, but so what? Some days your practice is lying on the floor breathing. If you're in shoulder stand, bring your feet back to plow, and then very slowly use your core, use your arms to slowly lower your hips down to the floor. Your spine like pearls on a necklace, down, down, down. Yeah, good. And then rest down, neutral spine. So sometimes we don't know until we come out of the poses like how that went. Ideally, we're trying to figure it out in the middle of the pose. Bring knees into your chest, hug behind your thighs, and give a couple rocks up front and back. Eventually rock yourself up to seated. And then let's come into down dog. So kind of side saddle your way around, or yeah, perfect, however you get back there. Let's take right leg to the sky for pigeon. Bend the knee, press your foot to the neighbor behind you, and then bring right knee up to right wrist and set everything down. Yep, so your right thigh is parallel with the side of the mat. Your foot is flexed and it's toward the midline. Yep, you'll feel this in this front hip, right leg, hip butt. You could set a block under your hip could be floating or it could be on the floor. And then you could come up tall, bit of a back bend, or surrender forward. So it's easy to show up if you're competitive, we show up competitive. If we're critical, that shows up. But in a pose like this, and really all yoga, try for a little more moderate. So a little something, hang out. Shoulders away from the ears, soft hands, soft jaw. Where you can breathe in and out. Breath in and out. I'm really hoping this video is still working, right, friends? Crossing my fingers. If not, we'll take 2 tomorrow. Not tonight. Three more breath cycles here. And you can always come out ahead of us. You can always stay longer than us. You do not have to listen to me. It's yoga. What do you need? Coming back up to your long arms. Curling your left toes under. Come up to down dog and kick that right leg around a little bit out back. Kind of like a donkey. Yeah, maybe you bring it under your body and give it a little sway underneath or roll it open. Yeah, what feels good. Feet to the floor, pedaling it out in your down dog. And then other side. So now left leg lifts up, sending left knee up behind left wrist, foot to the midline. Yeah, and you'll notice one side is always a little more oof. They do not have to match. Whatever is going on, again, is perfect. Just smile and go with it. You don't have to like it. Sometimes we just have to remember it's good for us. Shoulders all day long when you're driving, when you're working. Not better performance-wise, but better, can I breathe more freely? Can I relax a little bit more in my body? That's the kind of better we're looking for. A breath in the nose meets a breath out of the nose. So that breath calms the mind, calms the body, calms the nervous system. The world is just getting so much more wise to this. People talk about the parasympathetic nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight, because sometimes we live in that place. Another big breath in. And then start to find your way out, back up to long arms, back toes curl under, down dog, left leg kicking around a little. If it feels good, if not, don't. And then walk your feet on through, come to seated. Come to seated. We'll end with a little stretch. Take your left leg long on the floor. Bring right sole of the foot in. Sitting nice and tall, flex your foot, start with a bend of the knee, twist a little bit so your chest is over your thigh and then fold. You could grab foot, ankle, stay tall. You'll feel this in your back of your left leg, your side body, your low back. You don't have to fold forward either. You could feel this and just stay. A block could go under right knee, under left knee. Some poses we don't feel anything, and other poses we feel so much we're not sure something's wrong. There's that broad of a range of normal. Back is easy, jaw easy. And then coming up, switching legs, undo that leg, little shake out, and then the other foot comes in. Start with a bend, start with a flex, a little twist, and a fold. Stop when you feel something. Doesn't need to be the winning something. Spine lengthen space on the in-breath. On the out-breath, settle. Upper body lifts, undo that left leg, give it a little shake out. Let's go one more forward fold, bring soles of the feet together, knees relax, open, sit tall, and then surrender forward. So you're starting with your hips, maybe abdomen, heart, head. It's a forward fold, surrender. With the knees open, it's a little less hamstring, and your heels can be far away from your body, doesn't matter. Blocks under knees is helpful. one breath at a time. Those breaths break big things down into doable little units. So sometimes there's things where we're not sure how we're gonna get through it, one breath at a time. If you go off the rails, start again. Coming back up tall, undoing your legs, finding your way to your rest pose. Traditional Shavasana is on the back. Flat palms up, helps the fronts of the shoulders to roll open, little arm space, little leg space. If lying on your back is not comfortable, you could lie on your side, you could lie on your belly. Complete surrender. Feel the support of the earth under you.
Bless you.
Thanks. Slowly begin to winkle your fingers and toes. Knees drawing into your center. And then take your time rolling to the right side comfortably. You can put right forearm under your head as you breathe and hang out. And then finding your way up to seated, legs crossing. If that works for hips and knees, spine's tall, hands at your heart center. Take a deep breath in and out. Breath in and out. Breath in and out. Thumb knuckles up to your forehead. Inhale. Exhale. Namaste.
Namaste.
Nice job. We out.